Coast2Bay Housing Group's mission is really to transform lives by being a charity and providing homes and housing for people who face the most difficult set of circumstances. Our housing is part of the system to provide for those who've got particular needs. So it might be people living with a disability, it might be aged pensioners, it might be those on a very low income. It could be a whole range of people in the community that just need to have a home, and we're there to provide it for them. Those households that just need that bit of support to be able to live, to raise their family, to be able to be a good neighbour, that's the kind of housing that we provide.
If people don't have access to safe and affordable housing, they can't look after any aspect of their life, really. It's difficult for children to go to school. It's difficult for them if they've got health conditions to manage that. They feel so disconnected from society. Everyone should have a safe and affordable roof over their head.
We design our properties to integrate well into the community. A success for us is if you drive past and you wouldn't know that it's actually social housing or community housing.
They are built to the climate, built to fit the community. People are welcomed into the community and not stigmatised because, you live in that social housing property down the street, because no one would know.
One of the other things that shows us apart really is that we also try and build a sense of community in those complexes.
I like seeing people look around the garden and have a smile on their face. A young girl came here the other day and she said, "Oh, what's this place?" And then I said, "This is a Coast2Bay facility." And she said, "Really?" And she said, "Is it government?" I said, "Yes." She said, "It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen that's government." One of the reasons I started the garden, to give them back something what they've given me. They've given me a home. Some really good people here. They're into the gardening now, and I think we've made a difference here.
Serves a really good purpose. They're like a second family and they put a roof over our heads. It's awesome.
The supports we provide for our tenants are varied and responsive. People's circumstances change. Their car breaks down and all of a sudden they've got a $1,000 bill for their car. They've all of a sudden, how are they getting their children to school? How are they doing their shopping? We can connect them with supports that help them overcome that. It's not just the physical supports that people can be provided, it's the emotional support. Making people feel safe and at home is incredibly valuable.
This is the work that we do to be able to provide not just a home, but all of the means for somebody to transform their life and make a difference in the way that they live.
There are people who are housed with us who will always be housed with us, so they need a long-term, affordable, secure solution because their income earning capacity will always be very restricted, if at all.
I can think of a tenant who needs to be near their elderly mother and came to us because they're on a very low income but wanted to be, as the principal carer, near to their mother. These are the stories that we hear day after day, and it's the passion that drives us and my team to actually make a difference in our local community. We couldn't do all of the extra things that we do without the help of small, medium and large businesses. Most of those businesses really see our work as foundational to the things that they want to see in the local community. Without that support from corporate sponsors, we wouldn't be able to actually meet the needs. We would just encourage anyone who wants to see some movement and change in this housing crisis to come and talk to us and to actually help and support the tenants that are part of our community.
It's an amazing sector to work in. You give people a home in a community, but we need the community to support us to do that. It's one thing for us to have the bricks and mortar, but we've got to try and find a way to support them to actually expand their lives, rather than just have a roof over their head.